And don't point that beard at me, it might go off.
So, hi, welcome. I have seen lately on YouTube a lot of videos about people visiting Copenhagen or moving to Denmark and want to describe to you, the world, what Danish Smørrebrød or open-faced sandwiches. And anytime they do that, they go to these fancy places, pay 50, maybe 100 crowns, that's about $20, for one or two pieces of this smørrebrød. And I'm not dissing on this. This is really delicious. It tastes wonderful. It's really good. But if you wonder how this could be a staple of Danish food, costing this much and being so elaborate, I will show you what real Danish smørrebrød is. What I got on my lunch pack for school, and why Danish women and mothers made this a staple, and it was good for feeding your husband if he was going out to the field, you know, to work hard. This was good, nutritious food, and it was easy packed. And I will show you, and you can do this if you come to Denmark. Go down to the supermarket, buy the things I'll show you, and you will have lunch for like a week for maybe 150 Danish crowns. That, again, 25, 30 bucks, something. And then you have lunch for all week, instead of just paying, you know, like 20 bucks for two pieces. Okay, so now I'll show you. First, when you go down, the first thing you want to have, most important of course, is the rye bread, rugbrød. I bought this soft-kerned rugbrød in the Danish supermarket, and like this. You get, if you want the original, you'll have to buy without all the seeds. And the original rye bread was without all this, but in the last 30 years or something, more and more seeds have gone in, and it's delicious. A little bit more like a German pumpernickel, I think it's called. But this, they also have added a little more wheat flour instead of just the rye flour, but it's still rye bread. You buy this, you get a package like this for about 10 crowns, maybe $2. And as you can see, there are a lot in it. So take these, I will take one of these, and in the morning, the parent, my mother, for instance, would, for my lunch pack, she would give me like three slices of this. We cut them in half. These big ones we call rundum. And then smørrebrød comes from what I'm going to do now. I'm going to butter the bread. And that's what it means. Smørrebrød. Smør is butter, and brød is bread. So, take. In the old days, you bought clean butter, and it would be hard and everything, and hard to spread out. So, in late 80s, early 90s, this product came out. It's like 80% butter and then some plant oils to make it softer. Okay, you take and you butter your bread. You smører brødet. Like this. And then cut them in half. We have two pieces. And then there are different kind of what you put on top, and that's actually the name for it. Pålæg. Literally means to put on. So you have different kind of put-ons. That's traditional Danish. We'll have this kødpølse, meat sausage, and this salami. And typical, you will get like 2 slices of these. You see, like this. The salami and the meat sausage. And traditionally we would then put on, for these, now we'll put on 2 different. You could put this remoulade on both of them. This is a Danish kind of toppings. It's a mayonnaise with pickles. Sorry for the sound. You could put this on the salami too. Spejepølse in Danish. But I will take another thing that's typical in Denmark. We call this Italian salad. Like this. And then piece de la résistance, crispy onions, or toasted onions, ristet løg in Danish. And then my mother, or me for that matter, I have 3 kids. I did this for like 10, 12 years, every day, every morning. They did have a lunchbox, but I would do like this. Take aluminium foil and some baking paper. I would do like this and this, and then I will put this in here, this in here. These over here. And then you just repeat, rinse and repeat, just with other toppings. You could use leftovers from the night before, and in Denmark, leftovers many times meant frikadeller. And then you would take the leftovers frikadeller like this, slice it up. This. Maybe you would put some beets, marinated beets here. That would be the traditional topping, or cabbage, red cabbage, could put on top too. Maybe some of the remoulade again, but now I use the remoulade down there, so I won't use it again. And another Danish staple would be hamburger, which is like ham, with the Italian salad on it. Like this. And so on. I think you get the picture now. And this would your spouse, your husband, or your children, husband would take to work, or your children would take to school to eat for lunch. You see, now we come to the 2 last pieces for the 6 that I had when I was a kid. Butter it again. And then we have one thing that you probably heard about. I've seen in a lot of videos the foreigners talking about it, at least. And that is leverpostej. Leverpostej is a pate made on liver and fat. And it tastes great. Even though I don't like liver, really, I love leverpostej. It's good. And you take this. Like this. I have a good layer. I'm not cheap. So a good layer, and you would put either the beet or let's see here, or you take some cucumber. Like that. That's one. And then I still have different things, so I'll show you. You could have this. This is a rullepølse, rolled sausage made from pig stomach. Really tasty too. Or traditional also for fish, a mackerel salad. This is mackerel in tomato with mayonnaise. So I think I'll take a little of that. Typically I put it on top too, because the more squeezy ones I put on top so they don't squeeze down on the other ones. That easy. Okay. And take this. See, this is actually typical Danish Smørrebrød salad. You get a lot of mayonnaise. So I have to dig down to the bottom to get some of the mackerel and tomato, the fish here. Like that. And bingo! This is a lunch pack. A typical middle of the road Danish lunch pack that you would put in a lunchbox or like this, and just put the last paper on top here, and then unpack it like that. And you see, we have good nutritious lunch for your kids, your spouse or yourself when you go to work. And this is the secret why rugbrød eller smørrebrød, open-faced sandwich, became such a hit in Denmark, and why it's a traditional dinner. Not because you can get the luxury ones, which are good. I have to admit, they're brilliant. Taste like heaven. But this is everyday food. This is why it became everyday food, because what I just showed you, you could make one of these for like 1.5 weeks every day, or if you have 4 kids, so maybe you can make it for a week or something, and the 4 kids will have lunch every day at school for like $20 or $25. So this is the secret. If you come to Denmark, by all means try the luxury one. Pay 100 crowns for like 1 piece or something, and they taste really good. They're really fabulous. They are. But try you and your family, go into a supermarket, just buy the rye bread, buy the butter, and by all means you can use this video as a guide if you want to buy exactly what I bought. But enjoy.